Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
It is a hot, steamy Saturday afternoon here in New York City. Across the street there's baseball, and inside there is as well. It's time for baseball as the YES Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Chicago White Sox in the third game of a four-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Paul O'Neill and Lou Piniella, I'm Michael Kay. Well, the Yankees have now lost two in a row to the White Sox. Yesterday it was 14-7, although they led 4-0 after one inning, and the comeback started with A.J. Pierzynski.
Well, the Chicago White Sox have a good offense. They hit home runs also. A.J. Pierzynski comes up, and Adam Warren leaves a fastball right out over the plate, gets him back in the game. Later in the game, he gets another pitch, drives it out, and when it is hot in Yankee Stadium and you elevate the ball, good things are going to happen.
The Yankees are trying to snap this slide with a pitching matchup that they like, and it's the New York Lottery pitching matchup. Jake Peavy will go for the White Sox 6-4 with a 2.84. Hiroki Kuroda for the Yankees 7-7, 3.40. Lou, last time Kuroda pitched here at the stadium, he was very, very sharp.
Yeah, he had a great game against Cleveland. 7 innings pitched. He gave up one earned run, struck out 7. The secret was he was getting ahead with his fastball, and all of a sudden he threw that devastating split finger down the zone, and the Cleveland hitters were chasing.
And that is the key, Lou. Obviously, with Kuroda, he gets ahead, and then he can employ the splitter to get people out. Not many people have been getting a Robinson Cano out. He has been on fire in the month of June, but he's not surprising his manager. Joe Girardi will talk about it when we get back right here on YES. He has been raking. 333, 10 home runs, 20 runs batted in. His on-base percentage over 40%, slugging at .708, 291, 8 homers, and 23 ribbies in the first 2 months of the season. So that's how great June has been. Before the game, Joe Girardi was asked, what has he done differently?
To me, I don't see a big difference in his swing. To me, it's just Robbie being Robbie. Eventually, he was going to hit, and it was just a matter of time. And it's that time, and it's an important time.
It has been an important time because the Yankees have had a great month of June as well. Well, getting off the subway, coming into the ballpark. Cool down if you're in your living room watching this one. When we come back, lineups, first pitch, baseball, Yankees and the White Sox coming up next right here on YES. YankEesRadio.com to learn more. By J&R Music and Computer World. And by Honda. Celebrate the summer with great deals at Honda's 4th of July sales event. It's a hot day here in New York City, and moments ago, the Super Bowl champion head coach Tom Coughlin threw out the first pitch. He had his grandchildren behind the mound, got the glove on, and went from the rubber and dealt a little bit high to Russell Martin, but he gets it done. So Tom Coughlin with the first pitch, and what an amazing run he's had with the Giants with 2 Super Bowl championships, both of them against the New England Patriots, both of them considered upsets as well. Joe Girardi, who has a relationship with Tom, congratulating him, and we are ready to roll here in the Bronx. Let's take a look at the White Sox starting lineup. Alejandro De Aza will play center field and lead off, batting second and playing third base. Kevin Youkilis, Adam Dunn at first base will hit third. Paul Konerko, the DH, cleans up, batting fifth and playing right field. Alex Rios. Diane Viciedo, left field, will bat sixth, batting seventh and playing shortstop. Alexi Ramirez. Tyler Flowers will catch, he'll bat eighth, and batting ninth and playing second base, Gordon Gekko. Hiroki Kuroda will get the start for the New York Yankees. That's the view from above of the Yankee right-hander. Now, on Earth level, we'll take a look at his numbers. 15 starts, 7-7, 3.40 ERA, less than a hit per inning pitched, 30 walks, 69 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .253 against him. Let's take a look now at the McDonald's pitchers scouting report, Paul.
Here we go again, Michael. Hot stuff. Loves to pitch in the heat. His career numbers always pitch well in the hot summer months. Turn the beat around. Well, he really has turned it around. Over his last 6 starts, he's 4-1 with a 1.93 ERA. And Saturday in the park, I mean, he does well in day games. He's 2-0. ERA of 0 so far during day games. Michael, why are you over there talking to people cheating?
I'm not cheating.
You're cheating. You're talking to the truck between the pitches.
Well, we do have to talk about like doing the game, Paul. It's not all about this game.
This is real important. The game has not started. This is really important.
Hot stuff is done in summer.
There's also, I was going with the Rolling Stones, but I'll give you that.
Now, what was the second one?
Turn the beat around. There's 2 of those. I told you, Lou, it gets bad when he starts singing up here.
I'll pass on that one. What's the third?
Saturday in the park. That's a gimme.
Carpenters?
Chicago. And it's almost the 4th of July, you know.
I was 16 for 16, and I get one wrong, and you jump me.
So far, you got another inning to go, but you have had a good week.
De Aza and Kuroda, and let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike, and we're underway.
By the way, turn the beat around was Vicky Sue Robinson and Gloria Estefan, because you passed.
And I would have had neither.
Okay.
That one is lined into center field. It's a base hit for De Aza. Why don't we take a look at the Yankee defense? Brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. In the outfield, it's Wise, Granderson, Ibanez left to right. Infield, A-Rod, Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira third and first. Martin is behind the plate, and Kuroda's on the mound.
Kevin Youkilis gets his usual rouse of boos when he walks to the plate.
Here's Youkilis. He left yesterday's game with an upset stomach. Now the stomach is fine.
Kuroda slow to the plate. Piazza likes to run, so got to pay attention to the runner at first base.
You know, especially late in the counts, Lou, when you get to that split finger count where a lot of those pitches end up in the dirt. Good time to run.
Let's check out the game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. 93 degrees, 26% humidity, wind is 8 miles per hour. It's partly cloudy, although I don't see many clouds up there right now.
Beautiful day.
There's a strike. The key with Kuroda is getting ahead, because then he can put you away with the splitter, and he's been good at that. And Joe Girardi said before the game his slider has also been very, very good over the last 6-7 starts.
That makes a big difference when you have 3 pitches working for you.
And talked about Kuroda in the scouting report. You know, he does pitch well in the summer, likes to pitch in the heat. I just wonder if he does get a better grip on that split finger when you know, he's got a good sweat going. A split finger pitch is kind of a slip pitch. You know, you same arm speed, but it kind of slips out of your fingers and you have a little better grip.
Runner goes, pitches outside, throw to second. Got him. Piazza caught stealing 2-4.
Piazza really, you see him leaning there. You know he's going. Russell Martin gets a great pitch to throw on, low and away. Great throw. Easy tag for Robbie Cano. Boy, what a transfer from the catcher's glove to the hand, and it just got rid of it. Great throw.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Nope. Second time Diaz has been caught stealing, leading off a game. See Kevin Youkilis. That's a pitch right there, Lou. You remember that low and away. It comes back at the end. Absolutely nothing you can do as a hitter.
And it sets up this next pitch, which probably could be the split finger. No. But with a nice hard slider. Yeah, there's not much you can do with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball down and away at the knees.
Rounded foul. Yesterday's starter was Adam Warren, and it was a quick stay for him here in New York because the Yankees had to use their bullpen to cover all those innings. He was sent down, and the Yankees called up DJ Mitchell, who will work long out of the bullpen today if need be.
And let's hope he's not needed, Michael.
And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Here are the moves we talked about. Warren sent back down to AAA, and the Yankees told him, just work on your stuff. That's what Joe Jory said. You'll get another chance. DJ Mitchell was up previously, called up again. And David Phelps is expected to start Wednesday at Tampa Bay, and they think that he could give them maybe 75 to 80 pitches. Here's Adam Dunn. Pitch outside.
I was impressed with Phelps last year. Good breaking ball, a nice live fastball with late movement. And talking about Kuroda, he hasn't given up a first inning run in his last 6 starts.
Playing behind pitchers that get off to a good start is so good for you offensively. You know, there's nothing worse than always coming up to the plate in the first inning trying to dig out of a hole. Pitchers don't understand it. It's, you know, they'll get you a lead if you give them a couple innings.
Adam Dunn has 123 strikeouts. Why do I tell you that? Because that's the American League record of strikeouts before the All-Star break. So he's still got some games to go. The Major League record pre-All-Star break strikeouts is 129. Ryan Howard did that in 2008.
Well, I think before this All-Star game is over,
he's going to have it.
I think Mr. Dunn will have the record. White Sox probably have what, another,
let's say 8 games after this.
He only needs
6 more.
Yeah, I think it's well within reach.
Some things you don't want to reach. That's a record I don't know if you want your name on. But you see Adam Dunn, I mean, he's a true home run hitter. He doesn't cut down with 2 strikes. He's still up there for one thing, and that is to drive the ball. One thing the Yankees have done, they've given up a lot of home runs and a lot of runs, but they have kept Adam Dunn getting in the seats.
He has not put the ball in play in 56% of his plate appearances. Strikeout, walk, or hit by pitch.
That is unbelievable.
Count 3-2.
So far, Kuroda, that the split finger just hasn't. You know, the important thing about the split finger is it stays in the hitting zone a long time and then dives out.
Yes.
He's throwing those balls right in the darn. You see the grip on that split finger. It just kind of slips out of your hand, and from a hitter, the speed of the arm doesn't change. Is why it's so tough to lay off.
Here's the 3-2. Hammered down the right field line, but foul.
tell you one thing, when you manage against a Dunn and you're sitting at an opposing dugout, you know where he's at in the lineup. Because he can hurt you with that one swing of the bat so easily.
And the 3-2. And there's one of his not putting the ball in play at bats as he walks. With 2 outs to bring up Konerko.
Paul Konerko's been on just a reversal. He came in not hitting the ball at all, kind of in the worst slump he's been all year, and all of a sudden the past couple days you can just see him starting to square balls up, hit balls in the seats. See his average back up to 337.
And you know, with Konerko hitting 337, he's not running 337.
No.
He's hitting 337. I don't think Paulie gets too many infield hits.
It always amazes me when you look at the league leaders in hitting and some of the guys now that don't get infield hits. How much better hitters? How many clean hits that they have to get without being able to leg any of them out.
Count 1-1.
What I like about Konerko, Paul, is he just everything's very simple up at home plate. Not a lot of wasted movement, not a lot of overstriding. He's well within himself. Uses his hands well to hit.
And if you're at home thinking, why wouldn't everybody hit that way? It's everything is a comfort level. You have to be comfortable at the plate. Everybody has their little different styles. Some guys, I mean, you look back at Gary Sheffield, how much movement he used to have, and Robinson Cano, how level his swing in. Kevin Youkilis has one of the craziest kind of.
That one I don't understand. I can't explain that.
Hand way up on the bat.
2-1. 2-2.
Konerko right there looking at he's trying to take this ball to right field, kind of laid on it. See, kind of stays back, and you can see him almost trying to hit that hole on the right side.
93-mile-an-hour fastball from Kuroda. Just underway here at the stadium. Yankees and the White Sox, battle of first-place teams. Two. Just missed 94. So Kuroda's got good stuff today. Just hasn't been able to command it as he usually does. 22 pitches so far here in the first inning. Runner's going to go, and he does. And that's a base hit to center field. Adam Dunn will chug into third. It's a single for Konerko. And now runners on first and third for Alex Rios.
You'll notice, if you've watched this series, things don't change for the Chicago White Sox. Robert Ventura is one of those managers that basically puts the same lineup out there every single day. And it's kind of the old school of managing. And as a player, it was a good thing to know. You don't even go look at the lineup card. You know where you're playing. You know where you're hitting. And, those names, they just don't change.
It's comfortable.
Right.
For players to know when they come to the ballpark, they'll be hitting in the same spot in the lineup, playing every day.
Here's Rios, 11 hits in his last 22 at-bats. And there's a strike. One thing that will explain why the White Sox are in first place, they hit in big situations. They're best in the majors at .296 with runners in scoring position, and Alex Rios is a .356 hitter in these situations. And in their last 31 games with runners in scoring position, .352. In comparison, the Yankees, who have a better record, are actually hitting .227 with runners in scoring position.
And that .227 is gone up. I mean,
right.
When we came in this beginning of this homestand, it was lower than that. So they've actually improved on it.
So Rios quickly down on the count 0-2. First and third, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, got him. So Kuroda works into and out of trouble. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. White Sox nothing, and the New York Yankees coming back. Yankees starting lineup, which is presented by Lexus. The captain, the shortstop, Derek Jeter, leads off, batting second, and playing center, Curtis Granderson. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, hits third. Cleaning up, second baseman Robinson Cano. Mark Teixeira's at first base, he'll bat fifth. Batting sixth and DHing half a day, Nick Swisher. The number 7 hitter, right fielder Raul Ibanez. Russell Martin will catch, he'll bat eighth. And batting ninth, getting more playing time this week, the left fielder Dwayne Wise. Jake Peavy is on the mound for the White Sox. And Peavy has very good numbers. 15 starts, 6-4, 2.84. Look at the hits per innings pitched. So 24 walks, 90 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .211 against him. And let's take a look now at the McDonald's pitchers scouting report.
All right, Michael, here we go. Runaway. Chicago has its largest lead of the year over the Cleveland Indians at 3.5 games, and Jake Peavy's going to try to increase that. Sweet home Chicago. Since being traded over from the San Diego Padres, has been very good, 23-17. And it's getting hot in here. Now, let's see how we talked about Kuroda, how he loves the heat. See how Peavy deals with it today. I like your chances there.
All right, so runaway is Bon Jovi.
All right.
Which is your wife's favorite
Jersey,
band.
of course.
Second one was what?
It's getting hot. No, it was Sweet Home Chicago.
I know this one too.
Just pass. Get the last one out of the way.
Nah, it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Is that Nelly?
That's your boy Nelly. Yes.
I don't know the second one.
Sweet Home Chicago is the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Pretty good though, Mike. I've been very impressed with you.
Thank you so much. Now, you're still going to have the time to prepare these in-depth musical scouting reports despite playing in the old-timers day?
Tomorrow might be like, I might be get pinch hit for.
No, you'll just say, good fastball, number one. Jeter has a 4-game hitting streak, and he goes down looking here in the first.
You see Jake Peavy, and he's arms and legs, crazy delivery, very tough to pick up. And he has good stuff, too. You see this ball running in on the Derek Jeter's inside corner. And but these are the type of pitchers that, we talked last night about comfortable at bats. He's an uncomfortable bat. Has a lot of movement, throws kind of hard, and he has a weird, awkward delivery.
Now, he's had a lot of arm problems. He was an unbelievable pitcher with the Padres, won a Cy Young Award. And I was talking to Robin Ventura before the game. He said he's all the way back on the field. He said, but more important to me is what he means in this room. He said he wants to help everybody. He said he's on the bench talking to the younger pitchers, giving them scouting reports. There's a high fly ball in right field. Going back, Rios looking up. See ya! Home run, Curtis Granderson. Yankees on the board, it's 1-0.
Curtis Granderson, I mean, it just amazes me. I mean, he's become a dead home run hitter. I mean, if you make a mistake, he has learned to adjust his swing and hit well at home. Another home run.
Here's Alex Rodriguez. Now watch Peavy after he delivers his pitch.
Yeah, there's reactions from hitters when they know they got it, and there's reaction from pitchers.
The dreaded head snap. So 23 home runs for Granderson and 46 ribbies, so he's 3 behind Jose Bautista. And Adam Dunn and Josh Hamilton are in second.
Look at that, Michael.
That's the secret.
Cool pops there on there.
Used to have those in the freezer as a kid.
Absolutely. Flavor Ice, isn't that the name of it? Flavor Ice.
I still have them.
You do?
Oh, sure.
A-Rod down looking.
He's got the Yankee blue on, too.
You'd think that Robbie Kakuza would send a couple up for Lou and Paul. Little Flavor Ice.
You know what? We asked for milkshakes the other day. If you ask Robbie Kakuza, it's up there. I'll tell you that right now. You want a Flavor Ice?
Let's do it.
All right. Robbie?
I'll take a grape one.
A grape. I don't know about colors now. Robbie, send Michael up a Flavor Ice, would you, please? Don't make me look bad either.
Here's Robinson Cano. Anyway, you buy what Ventura was saying, Lou, about a pitcher that really cares about the guys and talks to them and helps just as much on the bench as on the mound?
Well, that's what a veteran pitcher should do. I remember when I played with Catfish, Hunter. He did a lot of the same. Helps the younger. You know, the White Sox have 7 rookie pitchers on their roster. So a guy like Peavy is invaluable in that regard.
Yeah, and I think we talked about a little bit, Michael, in the first thing when Andy Pettitte took the mound. It's no coincidence that when Andy Pettitte got back and started pitching well, Andy Pettitte talks to a lot of pitchers, and a lot of other guys kind of stepped it up, and the rotation was much better.
And that's why Andy's going to hang around during the rehab. And Joe Joyce said, take something away that he's not actually pitching. He said, but he will be around, and that helps. Guys look up to him. The 2-1. Right back up the middle, a base hit for Cano, and that extends his hitting streak to 7 straight. Let's check out the White Sox defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Viciedo, Gallaza, and Rios, left to right in the outfield. Infield, it's Youkilis, Ramirez, Beckham, and Dunn. That's third to first. Tyler Flowers behind the plate. A.J. Przinsky getting a day game after a night game off, and Jake Peavy is on the mound. Peavy's been giving the White Sox length as well, averaging 6.98 innings per start. And that's the 3rd highest in the American League. Only Justin Verlander and CC Sabathia give their teams more. That keeps you out of the bullpen.
He's very tough against right-hand hitters. He struck out both Alex and Jeter, and both left-handers. Cano and Granderson have gotten good swings off of him. He pitches off of the first base part of the rubber, and he creates an angle as he comes across, and it's a little more difficult for right-handers, especially when he's getting that slider over.
Hey, Michael, I asked you about the Mega Million. Is 86 million? You said when it gets high, is 86 million enough?
That might do the trick.
That do it for you?
Yeah. I usually wait for the 3 figures, but I think 86 is enough.
You're a lottery snob. Huh? You need 3 digits.
Yeah, you can see he pitches off of the right side of the rubber here.
Yeah, this is a funny angle. A lot of people don't know that's the rosin batting you need, and this is a spike cleaner. So you got a lot of things off the back of the rubber that don't come into play. You don't even see most of the time until you get a view from the top.
Swing and a miss, so 3 strikeouts for Peavy. But the Yankees get on the board. Curtis Granderson, built for this stadium, hits his 23rd home run of the year, his 46th ribby, and it's a 1-0 Yankee lead. question today: which of these players would you choose for American League Comeback Player of the Year? Here are your choices. Is it Adam Dunn? Is it Joe Mauer? How about Kendrys Morales, Jake Peavy, or Fernando Rodney? You could text your vote to 42951. Standard text messaging rates apply. If you need some numbers to help you in your research, Mauer's really bounced back nicely. Morales missed essentially 2 years. Peavy has been battling arm problems for a while. Rodney's been great, and Dunn had arguably the worst statistical year in the history of baseball last year.
Yeah, what were his final statistics from last year? We'll get him here, Michael. You don't even have to look him up. But just to put in perspective where he is now from where he was.
His stats last year, Paul, he hit 159. 11 home runs, 42 ribbies, and he struck out 177 times.
And this wasn't like an injury-plagued year, or he wasn't getting a lot of at-bats.
No,
this was
415 ABs.
415
And he didn't get any more at-bats because they couldn't keep sending him out. Here's Vizcaíno. His one swing on Thursday kind of changed the way this series is being looked at. Yankees take that game. It's a 6-game winning streak. Instead, they have a heartbreaking loss. And yesterday, with a kid making his major league debut, they ended up getting slapped around 14-7.
Well, if you watch his swing, if you watch him take batting practice, unbelievable power to all parts of the field. And if you watch his swings during the game, they're all the same. He's trying to do the same thing every time. A little, really just trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. And I think in the next couple of years, you'll see him kind of cut down a little bit and realize that he can use the whole field. It's going to be a much better hitter.
Swing and a miss.
You see that pitch right there? It's almost like I'm going to look for an inside fastball, hit it out, and the pitcher didn't give it to you. Well, you as a hitter cannot dictate what that pitch is going to throw you. You got to read the ball and adjust to it. I mean, that pitch is way out here on the outside corner. That looks like a swing that he's looking for the inside fastball.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, you've got to be able to protect the outside part of the plate. Nothing annoyed me more as a manager than seeing my hitters taking pitches out over the plate for strike 3, because you've got to be able to protect that pitch. If the guy jams you.
Fly ball center field. Granderson for the second out.
And I'm talking about consistent. I'm not talking about once in a while.
Well, the thing about it is, if you're jammed, you still have a good opportunity to get a hit. I mean, you can jam shots into the outfield, big hits. If you don't cover that outside corner, you're giving that pitcher an out pitch every time up there.
Yeah, because if you look at the majority of pitches that are thrown during the course of a Major League Baseball game, the vast majority are away from the hitter.
There's Tyler Flowers. Waves through that pitch, 0-1. Kuroda has a good live fastball today.
Yeah, that's a good movement too. And I mean, you look at A.J. Pierzynski. I know it's a day game after a night game, but you hit a couple home runs and get benched. Huh? It's one of those decisions, Lou. As a manager, you make 3 or 4 days ahead. You know when you're going to give your catchers a day off.
And he had his red fingernail polish on today too, and I was going to talk about that a little bit.
The 0-2.
I was noticing. I think Russell Martin usually goes with the French manicure, a little white,
right,
just to help the pitchers pick up the signals a little bit better.
I believe Pierzynski was either orange or red yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it today. He had. It was a reddish tone.
Kuroda was walking off the mound on this one.
Yeah, this is a slider. Just looks like it nipped the outside corner. Very close. Same pitch.
He hits the catcher's glove.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Kuroda with 4 strikeouts as he retires the White Sox in order. We're going to go bottom of the second, and Nick Swisher will lead it off for the Yanks. YES Network Yankees games on your PCs or laptops with Verizon Fios. Get the remaining season of live Yankees games on the go for just $39.99. And if you're a Verizon Fios TV customer with Fios Internet, go to yesnetwork.com to get more information and subscribe now. Both pitchers seem as if they're on their game early on a hot Saturday afternoon in New York City. Yankees lead 1-0 on the Granderson first-inning home run, but Peavy did end up striking out the side. It'll be Swisher, Ibanez, and Martin here in the second. Swisher 5 for his last 18, has the average up to 269. And there's a strike. Peavy has lost his last 3 starts, but he is one of 5 active pitchers who have started at least 250 games in their careers without ever losing 4 straight starts. The others are Roy Halladay, Freddie Garcia, Roy Oswalt, and Josh Beckett. Brand names.
You know, there's somebody that has to repair the marks back here. You see that last foul ball?
Right.
Now you just put somebody to work. Put a hole right in their sign.
The U.S. Trust sign. There's probably a ball in there, too, now.
Yeah, that's right.
Michael, during the course of the ball game, Peavy talks to himself quite a bit. Reminds me a little bit of Mark the Bird Fridrich when he pitched with the Tigers.
We get that up here too, Lou. You ever look over Michael? In between, he's not even mic'd up half the time.
Boy, it was fun facing Fridrich.
I remember, you know, in that time of my life, I mean, he came on, and that's when you really started to watch baseball. And I did at my age, and it was a neat story.
Yeah, it really was.
And he could pitch, Lou. I mean, forget about the talking. He could pitch that one year before he got hurt.
No question. It's a shame he hurt himself.
I think he won 19 games that year.
Walked around the mound, got on his hands and knees.
Yeah, he groomed the mound for himself.
Yeah. He also talked to the ball.
Oh, no. He talked to the umpires. He talked to a bird if he flew by. But he could pitch.
Here's a 3-2. A base hit for Swisher.
Good solid base hits right there as a hitter. You know, late in the count, early in the game, you want to get off to a good start. Just line one right back up the middle. Piece of hitting. And Peavy, I mean, he does have good movement. He is a sinker ball pitcher. So when you see a ball up in the zone from him, basically a mistake. He wants to keep that ball down, have you beat it into the ground.
Here's Ibanez. 1-0.
Well, Peavy's pitching at, what, 90, 91 miles an hour. I remember when he first came up to the big leagues with the Padres. He threw a lot harder. But what a competitor.
Last 5 seasons, you see what Peavy's done. In 07, he won the Cy Young. Then a bit of a drop-off record-wise in 08. 09, they made the trade. And then he's been battling arm woes.
See him starting to talk to himself a little bit frustrated. He can't get to that. Talking to our cameraman. Trying to get that ball inside.
Andy Pettit has long conversations with himself on the mound.
I almost just brought that up because if you're playing behind a guy like that, you love it because it's intensity. It's a guy that has taken the mound. It's his day, and he's putting everything he has into making every pitch.
3-1. Popped up. Youkilis shading his eyes.
No chance. You could tell all the way. I mean, this is a left field shortstop, third baseman day nightmare. And we talked about the angle of this field, just like the old one. For left field, you have a lot of trouble. Shortstop and third base.
You know, I don't think he had his sunshades on. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
You can see that sun just absolutely beating off those glasses, and there's nothing you can do. You wait as long as you can and hope that it comes out, and all of a sudden you bail because you know you're out of time and you can't pick it up.
You ever been hit in the head with a ball like that?
Yeah, I got hit in the head with a ball diving for a ball. Didn't even lose it to the sun. Didn't take the sun for that one.
How about you?
I've been hit in the head a couple times, yes. Gendry told me one day, he says, why don't you just put the glove on your head? You might be able to do a better job.
Remember that one highlight clip of Canseco in Cleveland?
Oh,
going off his head over the wall.
The fence, yeah. That's a big break for Ibanez.
Swisher looked like he was leaning.
Yeah, I was saying, you think he's going here? 3-2, and you know, Ibanez, I mean, that's an out, and when you're a hitter, you get that extra swing. Come back in a hitter's count.
Yeah, and Raul's got to put the ball in play here.
And he does. Another pop up again. Youkilis is fighting the sun, and Ramirez bailed him out.
Yeah, it's a good job by Ramirez, because the easiest way to explain this is just the angle that he's coming from. Youkilis, he's lost right here, but you see his angle coming in from that way, just different enough to get it out of the sun.
And Ramirez made a really nice play, but he was covering. So he had to go back to his position in short left field from second base.
See Kevin Youkilis screaming, I don't have it at the end of that play, so good job. Watch at the end of this. He's trying, I don't have it. Ramirez, good job just coming in late.
And this is not Youkilis' first rodeo here. He came into Yankee Stadium 9 times a year with the Red Sox, but he is struggling today. Count 0-2 on Russell Martin. Martin not thrilled to see Peavy out on the mound. 4 for 32 lifetime against Peavy. But again, as Lou said, this is a different Peavy than the one Martin used to face when he was at the Dodgers and Peavy was with the Padres.
And San Diego is such a tough place to hit. So is Dodger Stadium at night.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Martin down on strikes.
Throwing 3 breaking balls in a row. This is a good one, too. Down and away. The illusion of the strike. Martin chased. One thing about Peavy that he does well, Paul, is he changes speeds on his breaking ball. It's not the same speed all the time.
It gives you another pitch. Andy Pettit, since he's been back, has really done that with his cutter. It almost became a curveball.
Dwayne Wise powers one into right center field. It's a base hit. It's going to go to the wall. Nick Swisher rounding third. They're sending it home. He's in there. An RBI double for Wise, who's really hitting the ball very well lately. And it's 2-0 Yankees.
You know, Dwayne Wise got to feel like he's back in high school. He pitches one day, he's back in the lineup, drives a double the next day. Again, those starts early in this homestand has allowed him to get some at-bats. You can tell he's much more comfortable at the plate. Big double to right center field. Right over the plate. I mean, it's a pitch that he can handle. Again, Jake Peavy kind of up in the zone. You don't see a lot of sink right now on his fastball.
Good 2-out hitting. You know, know, this period right before the All-Star break.
Fly ball by Jeter. Deaza is there. Blue will finish the point when we get back. Yankees get another run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the 3rd, and Beckham will lead it off. Their 27 World Championships with Old Timers Day. Come see your favorite Yankees legends, put on the pinstripes again, and take the field at the stadium. Be sure to arrive early for Old Timers Day as ceremonies begin at approximately 11:15 a.m. with the Yankees game against the White Sox to follow. Always a fun day here at the stadium, and we'll be on the air at Yes at 11 a.m. Lincoln scoreboard, 2-0 Yankees as Beckham will lead off against Kuroda. So Lou, you were saying right before the All-Star break.
Right before the All-Star break, the weather's really, really hot. You played half a season of baseball. You start getting a little tired. So when you get that day off, the bench becomes very, very important. And a guy like Wise has come in and done a very, very, very nice job. And then you get those 3 days off after the break. And boy, you come to the ballpark and the bat feels light again. Your legs feel sprite.
You know, it's amazing how you get a day off here and there, and most of them are travel days, and it's amazing how that 3 days is such a big like vacation. And you do come back, and some of the aches and pains are gone, and then 2 days later are all back, and you're right back to where you were.
Swing and a miss. Is it still a break, even if you make the All-Star game?
Yeah, because you've taken yourself away from the everyday grind of going out and trying to win as a New York Yankees, and there's so much celebration around the game now of the All-Star game. There's so many things to do that I always thought it was enjoyable.
Beckham pops up to Cano.
But Michael, you made the point last night that the hitters that had to participate in the home run hitting derby.
Right.
It's a strain on them. And I agree. There's pressure.
I'll tell you what, you'll watch those. I personally think that they've made it too long. I mean, the guys are taking 100 swings, and it does take a lot out of you. Where in the old days, I remember the first time we did that, you had 10, 12 swings, and that was it. I mean, it goes on for hours now. But, people love to see how far these guys can hit the ball.
Boy, people in this country are enamored with the home run ball.
Well, there are a couple of instances where guys had really bad second halves after a home run derby. Bobby Abreu, David Wright, because you get out of the things that you do well. You're not trying to hit it the other way. You're not trying to hit it up the middle. You're trying to jack it out. Just pull the ball.
You're muscling it.
I'll tell you one, during BP tomorrow, Michael, I'm trying to see if I can hit a home run. I'm not trying to single to left tomorrow, all right?
How about during the game?
Well, during the game, I just, it's hit or miss. You got one shot. It's like pinch hit. I was never a good pinch hitter anyway. Lou, you could, just for old time's sake, you come behind the cage tomorrow and help me with my stroke.
I'll come by.
Yeah. See how it's looking?
I bet you it still looks good.
I bet it's a little rusty.
I bet you it still looks good. You get hit, Paul.
Michael, you're here early, bright and early.
Oh, yeah.
John Sterling down on the field.
Yep. I'll be here about 9.
Oh, there it is. It didn't take long. Huh? This is in case I don't get hit, I assume, right?
That poor Gatorade bucket. I'm not the right person to talk either because I abused it myself.
Piazza has had a really good series offensively. He's had good swings, hit a home run the first night. Led off a couple games with hits, but then was thrown out stealing.
I like his approach at home plate. It's rather simple. Doesn't overswing. Makes contact.
Don't you think that's a really, really important thing for hitters? I mean, everybody wants to be a home run hitter, but if you're a small guy with speed, don't get caught up into overswinging and trying to hit the ball out of the park.
Piazza's been around too. He's 28 years old. Started in the Dodger organization, then the Marlins, and now with the White Sox.
Probably had what, a couple thousand at bats at the minor league level.
Minor league level, 2,661 at bats.
Learned to hit. It used to be during my era that unless you were really, really, really special, Al Kaline, just to name a player, Paul Yastrzemski, you had to get a couple thousand at bats of minor league experience. And boy, when you came up to the big leagues, you were a lot more prepared.
Well, you spent 6 years in the minors.
Spent 6 years in the minors, 3 years in the Pacific Coast League. And in fact, when I was Rookie of the Year in 1969, at that time, I was the oldest rookie ever in the American League, at 25 years old.
On the other hand, we talked about Gordon Beckham. He had 50 some odd at bats in the minor leagues before he was called up to the major leagues.
Fly ball, left center. Dwayne Wise called off Granderson, which is odd to see the left fielder do that. And Granderson gave way for the second out.
But the only good thing about playing in the Pacific Coast League for 3 years, Michael, was the fact that we went to Honolulu twice
Not a bad
every
road
summer.
Trip, huh?
How long did you stay?
4 days, sometimes 5.
You know, I always heard that Pacific Coast League, and I know one of the stops, I don't know if still was Las Vegas. I think
No,
so.
when I played, it wasn't.
Yeah, Las Vegas. I mean, can you imagine a road trip, AAA to Las Vegas?
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine that Major League Baseball will come to Las Vegas. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a tough proposition.
Do you ever think that they'd have as much trouble down in Florida? Because Florida seems like a baseball state with all spring training and everything.
There's a ground ball to A-Rod. And a 1-2-3 inning for Corona. He's retired 7 in a row. Coming up for the Yankees, Curtis Granderson will lead it off. Last night in the first inning, a home run. Today, first inning, a home run. What's he do in the third inning? Well, you got to stick around to find out. by The Amazing Spider-Man in theaters July 3rd. By Dodge. Go to Dodge.com and check out our powerful lineup. And by Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. So here is Curtis Granderson. Home run in the first inning. And he takes a strike from Peavy. Lincoln scoreboard is 2-0 Yanks. Hot shot and off the glove of Beckham, and it goes into right field.
You know, as a fielder, you try to put yourself in a position where you get an easy hop, and Granderson hits that ball so hard it has a little top spin, comes up on Beckham. That ball shoot up. It's amazing on television how easy those plays look, but how fast, how much spin is on the baseball when you're down on that field.
And how quick it gets to you.
Yeah. There's no time to really react.
I'll tell you what, these guys are good with the glove.
They're going to give him a hit on that.
And right they should. I'd be upset if I were a hitter and didn't get a base hit on that.
And how about if you were Jake Peavy?
Well, I'd be upset if they did go.
A-Rod took a wild swing at that one, so the count 0-1. He struck out in the first inning as Peavy works inside. Paul, a lot of people are questioning on Twitter whether you will go yard during the game tomorrow. And since you did hit 2 home runs for the kid in Seinfeld,
it's a long time ago. And how'd you get into here too? Isn't that the way that scene ended?
That's right. How'd you get in here? And you're still getting checks for that line.
Yeah, $52.
Yeah, but you know what? $52 isn't bad. I get 14 for the little big league.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Every now and then the $14 check?
$14 comes in.
See, Michael doesn't know what a $14 check looks like. That stuff they carry into his house. They come in on their shoulders, you know.
You have some nerve.
Those big checks that they like present before the games, those big
Publishers
old
Clearinghouse?
Yeah, the big old billboards.
Ground ball grabbed there by Youkilis. He goes the second one on to first. Double play. Wow, that was some double play.
Youkilis looked like he couldn't find a handle on this. A lot of times that'll cause you to kind of rush to throw, but kind of rattle around this glove a little bit. Ooh. What do you think, Mike? We need a little slow-mo, yes-mo replay to really figure this one out?
I think so.
Wow.
Let's see.
I still don't think I don't think Alex is out at first base. I know I got a little note here.
Let's see. Oh, man. Eric Cooper, the first base up, his foot is up the base right now. That one is driven deep to right. There it goes. Double. Oh. Just missed a home run. That close.
Yeah, just missed the pole. I tell you, as a hitter, you try to steer that ball as you're running down the line. Wow.
You know, Paul, I've got to be a little careful how I talk about the umpires today. I got a little note from Ken Kaiser up in Rochester, and he says he's watching.
Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes if you don't trust the umpires, you got to look at the cameraman. And you see that? The yes cameraman right there. He'll tell you if he's out. See that? Gene, that boy, Gene.
Imagine any former umpire like Ken Kaiser turning on a Yankee game this weekend and hearing you two probably gives him the willies.
I tell you what, one of the funniest things I've ever seen an umpire, and Ken Kaiser was behind the plate. We were watching the game in the clubhouse, and it was a young pitcher warming up, and he threw one, and the pitcher didn't even get a glove on it, and hit Ken Kaiser right in the face mask. And he took a ball out and just threw it down about 6 feet in the ground. It made the kid walk off the mound and come get it. Didn't he throw it back to him?
I used to get a kick like when Kenny Kaiser would call a guy out at either first or second. He'd just give him that little
quick one. Yeah.
Quieter off the hip.
Gotta have a little style. And you'll notice every umpire has their own style of calling people out and calling balls and strikes.
And Jeff Kellogg just punches out Robinson Cano. No run to hit. Nobody left on base. We're going to the fourth. Dunn, Konerko, and Rios coming up. You're out. Managers all time to win Manager of the Year in the American League with Seattle and in the National League with the Cubbies. Who were the other three managers to do that? Got some ideas. Here's Adam Dunn against Hiroki Kuroda. Yankees lead 2-0. Dunn, Konerko, and Rios, the heart of the order. There's a strike.
I've got some ideas, but I'm not supposed to say.
Oh, no, that could cause problems. Okay. White Sox are a good team on the road, 28-14, and they're also a good team in day games, although Kevin Youkilis has not been that great at third today. They're 18-1 in day games, and only the Orioles have a better day record at 14-7. And it's really not a mystery when teams do well. The White Sox have the best fielding percentage in baseball. They have a very good pitching staff. They hit with runners in scoring position, and they play well on the road. Pretty good combination.
You can't beat that combination.
Kuroda has thrown the ball well today, and he's kind of gone to his breaking ball, has just not found the feel of that split finger where he tries to get his strikeouts. There's a good one there.
And Dunn is inching closer as Lou predicted. So that's strikeout number 124, only 5 to go.
I think I feel very good about that prediction.
Now by the end of tomorrow, or do you think it's going to take all next week?
I'm going to give it. We'll give it some time.
There'll be a couple walks and probably a couple home runs in the middle of those.
Oh, I'll tell you, I respect the guy. He's getting paid for one thing: to hit the ball out of the ballpark and to drive in runs, and he's doing that for the White Sox.
Here's Konerko. Now I have a question for you, though. Let's say you're putting together a team, you're a manager or a GM. Would you take a guy who hit 40 home runs and struck out 250 times and hit 220? Is that a guy that you would say, I want that guy on my team?
Maybe not for my third hitter.
Okay.
But he hit him back in the lineup a little bit.
So you take him 7th?
I'd take him. No, a guy like that in the 6th hole. My gosh, that would be really good production for the 6th spot in the lineup.
Now I've heard managers say, guy strikes out, nothing good can come of it. There's not, you put the ball in play, at least something good can come of it. So he's on pace to strike out 260 times. It's a tough call because 40 home runs is not easy to come by.
No, 40 home runs are 40 home runs. Not that many players are capable of doing that.
2-2.
The secret to putting a team together, especially from an offensive standpoint, is not to get too one-dimensional. Have some power, have some average, have some contact, and have some speed. Now, if you can do that, now you're in business.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Konerko down on strike. 6 strikeouts for Kuroda.
Yeah, and he got a strikeout here, but this isn't your typical split finger from Kuroda. That ball's up in the zone. Most of them he ends up in the dirt. Has not been his best day, but it's a mark of a good pitcher and a guy who's really thinking out there. When you don't have your best pitch, you go otherwhere. He's had a good fastball and he's had a good slider.
You know what's really impressed me about Kuroda is the arm speed that he has on that split finger. He really doesn't tip it at all to the hitter.
And he's working ahead in the count. It was the 0-1 to Rios. Now 0-2.
Again, I mean, that's 94, so he's able to get ahead with that fastball. And now you have so many hitters knowing the way that you want to get them out with that split finger in the dirt that sometimes you don't even have to go to it if you don't have it that day.
The 0-2.
Yeah, in the back of your mind as a hitter, you know he's got it.
Yeah.
So it makes your fastball so much more effective also.
And he strikes out the side. He has retired 10 in a row since the single by Konerko in the first. Here's how it went down in the 4th. Adam Dunn on the splitter. Paul Konerko goes down. And the slider to Alex Rios. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and Teixeira will lead off. Here's the question. Lou Piniella is one of 4 managers all time to win Manager in the AL and the NL. Who are the other 3?
I got one. Got to be Jim Leland, right?
There's a ground ball, and Teixeira's out. Let's see. So you say Leland. I say La Russa might be one.
Bobby Cox.
Let's see. Wow.
Booth came
That is teammates.
We are sinking high-fiving up here. You know, Michael, it's funny. I was watching that last pitch, and you know how you hear how some pitchers are free and easy. Look at the effort to throw a major league pitch. Just everything you have, and that's on a slider. Like that.
You wonder why elbows blow out and shoulders blow out.
That was the exact thought I had. And you know, there have been more and more injuries. And these guys are in better shape. Personal trainers during the winter.
Yeah, I mean, the strength is obviously a huge part of the game now. I mean, the young kids come up to the major leagues and they're huge now. They've been in the weight room. They've gotten better. And I don't know if you've watched the radar guns over the past 5 years, but they continually go up and up and up. And I just wonder if it's actual. I mean, are guys just basically throwing harder now because of the training? But you didn't see guys throwing 98, 99 day in and day out like you see now.
Let's see how Peavy goes into each pitch. This is on Yesmo.
Well, he stays nice and closed.
Right there, as you see the torque on that elbow is what. Oh my! It turns that over too.
That's why the great ones that stay healthy, they get paid a lot.
And they earn it. The one thing, I think pitchers' mechanics have really, really improved.
Swisher down on strikes.
You don't see too many pitchers that hook the ball anymore. You don't see too many pitchers that overstride. Pitching coaches have gotten rather adroit.
I saw a stat the other day, though, that 50% of the starters that start the season each year, more than 50% at one point will get injured.
Wow.
Now I'm wondering, did people not get injured in the past, or did they get injured and because they were on guaranteed contracts or big money, they just pitched through it?
Didn't say anything. They pitched through it.
Ibanez with a fly ball to deep center field. Diaz back, and he'll make the play. Boy, that ball traveled as Peavy works a 1-2-3 inning. That's his first 1-2-3 of the game. Viciedo will lead off. Okay, the starting pitchers today, we'll give you that update. Both have gone 4 as we head to the 5th inning. 5 hits and 2 runs for Peavy. And Kuroda, 2 hits, has not allowed a run. Walked 1, struck out 7. Peavy has not walked a batter. He struck out 6. So far, so good as the Yankees lead 2-0. Both pitchers certainly pitching very well.
Kuroda continues to get ahead of the hitters.
That's 93. Michael, beginning in the year where he was struggling a little bit, just did not have that fastball where he could get by people, get ahead in the count. As much as he's set up around his split finger, his fastball is really much better now than it was early in the year.
I think he's a little more comfortable also adjusting to the American League after pitching in the National League for a few years.
And there was a slider there. I mean, he was almost just automatic ahead in the count with that split finger. And you see today he's just trying to get other pitches to help him when he gets ahead in the count.
Two-two. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in a row for Kuroda. He now has 8. And he's retired 11 in a row.
This is nothing new for Jake Peavy. He's given up a couple runs. He has not won a game in June. As good as he throws the ball, I mean, he lost 1-0, 2-1. I mean, he has thrown the ball really, really well. They just, for some reason, have not scored him runs.
They finally make contact, drive it to right center, but Granderson is there to retire Ramirez. Well, there's this great stat, I don't even know what to make of it, about Peavy. He has thrown 3 complete games of 9 or more innings this season in which he allowed no more than 1 earned run, but he's 1-2 in those games. All other major league pitchers have combined to make 54 such starts this year, and their record in those games is 54-0.
Wow.
So Peavy is not getting the run counter, and he's 0-3 with a 2.05 in his last 3 games. Pitch outside to Flowers. Going into this season, a lot of people thought, well, if Peavy is healthy, perfect guy for the White Sox to trade, get rid of that salary, they continue to rebuild. But now they're in first place in the Central. They might be adding and not subtracting as you get closer to the trade deadline. And they already added with Youkilis.
Yeah, case in point is Youkilis.
I'll tell you what, you look at going into the playoff, especially in a short series. They have Sale, they have Peavy, Quintana. I mean, that's 3 good pitchers that you could throw at a team in playoffs.
And power arms out of the bullpen. The 2-1. 2-2.
I tell you what, I'm more impressed today with his fastball than anything. I mean, he's got good movement, low to mid 90s. Look at that. Hey, Michael, did you see what we got here?
I did say that.
Isn't that nice?
Fly ball, center field. Granderson fights the sun and puts it away for the final out. 13 in a row retired by Kuroda. Well, oh, there's Paul with his new toy. He's definitely going to spray that at me. You know it. We're halfway through. Yankees up by 2.
Lucky I don't have a water balloon.
official hybrid of the New York Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. A couple of Joes right there, Joe McCarthy and Joe DiMaggio. Yankees will celebrate their 27 World Championships tomorrow, Old Timers Day. We'll come on the air on Yes at 11 a.m. The ceremonies start at 11:15, so get here early if you want to see the Old Timers Day ceremonies.
You say Whitey was coming?
He's on the list, yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
I haven't seen Whitey in a while. It'd be great to see.
When I played here in New York, Whitey used to be the pitching coach. And he threw great batting practice.
Really?
Oh, my gosh.
I forget, like, it was really like one of the first spring trainings I went to, and I was just amazed at the people out on the field. Whitey Ford, Yogi Berra, Reggie Jackson, and it opened your eyes to where you've come. And I'll never forget the day Whitey Ford was out there talking to Reggie Jackson. You know, Reggie was talking about getting a hit here, getting a hit there, and Whitey said, you know, Reggie, I used to give guys like you hits early in the game in case I needed an out later. I mean, just in a joking manner, which, you know, it's just Whitey Ford was awesome.
Russell Martin has struck out twice. He was not enamored with this call.
I'll tell you, Russell must not see the ball very well on PB because he's what 4 for 34 now?
Yep.
A tough pitch right there. Ball just off the plate inside. Not much you can do with it.
Strike to Dwayne Wise.
I remember when I joined the Yankees, he used to ride to the ballpark with
that one's drilled deep to right field. That ball is gone. See ya. Dwayne Wise, a solo home run. Yankees lead 3-0.
I'll tell you what, Dwayne Wise is doing it all in this homestand. Home runs, hits, good plays. And don't forget that he got a couple outs last night, too. I said it's like going back to high school where you pitch one day, you come out and hit a home run the next day, you play the outfield. Again, up in the zone, Wise in this homestand from these at-bats. He's just hit a hot streak, and I guess as a manager you can only just continue to give him some shots.
6 for his last 10 with 2 home runs.
and left-handers done all the damage so far of Jake the Snake.
Home run by Granderson, RBI double by Wise, and a home run by Wise.
Well, going back to my story real quick, Michael, I used to ride to the ballpark with Michael Sudeikis, and he would complain all the time when Bill Verdon was the manager that he wouldn't play. And he says, I'm going to go into the manager's office and I'm going to tell him this and that. Well, this one time.
Did Jeter get drilled on purpose there? You don't think so?
No, you always look at the reaction of the pitcher immediately.
Catcher was sitting inside.
Well, if you did do it on purpose, wouldn't you act like you were surprised?
It's just a natural reaction. You just don't see it like that.
Well, that's part of the acting process of the pitcher.
Right.
I mean, here's a Chicago White Sox team that's playing well and just beat the Yankees the first 2 games. So. Go ahead, Lou. I'm
going to finish my story.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Sudeikis.
And Sudeikis, I get to the ballpark one day, and there's Sudeikis in the lineup hitting 6. And I know he's going to be happy.
Right.
He comes in about 30 seconds after I walk to my locker, and he says, that bird, and he says, I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I said, Bill, I said,
this could be trouble. Nicholas makes his play.
I said, Bill, you're playing. You should be happy. He says, I'm going to kill him. He says, it's the only guy on that staff I can't pitch, and he knows it. He wants me to look bad.
It's amazing how many people do think that the game is out to get them, too. Never look at the opportunity.
Bill Verdon was the first Yankee manager under George Steinbrenner.
Yes, over at Shea Stadium.
Well, first Ralph Houk when he first bought the team, and then he left, and then that was the first one that George Steinbrenner hired was Bill Verdon, and then Billy followed that. Swing and a miss by A-Rod.
I enjoyed playing for Bill.
He was a tough guy, right?
Tough guy, yeah.
Originally with Pittsburgh, is that where he played or managed?
Yeah, I think he managed there. I know he played there for sure. He's center fielder.
He also played in the 1960 World Series, the Mazeroski World Series, where the Pirates beat the Yankees.
You know, I had a good year for Bill my first year.
That was
74. And 75, I had some inner ear problems.
Ground ball to third. They go to second.
I'll finish the story when we get back because it's cute.
1 run, 1 hit. 1 man left. Dwayne Wise gives the Yankees a 3-0 lead. He hits it to the second deck, and we're going to the 6th. Is brought to you by Mazda. Early on, he didn't have the splitter working, but he had a good fastball, decent slider, and he's getting them with that. But suddenly, he's starting to get the feel on the splitter as well, and you can see people swinging over the top. When they think low, he comes up with the fastball high, and he has been dominant for sure. Most of them, Lou, were not on the splitter.
I tell you, his fastball's got really, really good life today. And I'll tell you what, 93, 94 miles an hour. Pitching to both sides of the plate, and his slider got a nice tight spin on it. He's at the top of his game right now.
Well, here is Beckham. 13 in a row retired by Kuroda as we go to the 6th. It's 3-0 Yanks.
Got a nice pause at the top of his delivery. Gathers himself so well. Stays nice and close.
Grounded to third. A-Rod's there. 1 away.
Well, anyway, I'm going to finish my Verdon story rather quickly. Good year in 74. 75, we go to San Juan, Puerto Rico to play in that Roberto Clemente game, and there was a tropical storm offshore, and I went body surfing. I messed up my ear and I had surgery, so now I'm only on a 1-year contract, and this is August. I'm trying to get back in the lineup, so I go knock on Mr. Verdon's office, and I said, Bill, you got to get me back in there. He says, Lou, I'm gonna make this simple. He stands up, he grabs a bat, he says, boy, he says, you know, you look a little hitterish. He says the stance, you got good balance. He says when you stride, your head's perfectly still. He said, but when you swing, nothing happens. Now get out of my office.
That was
he didn't mince any words now.
That's the year that you hit about 200 because of the injury.
Yeah,
right?
200, exactly.
What did you have, like a vertigo or something?
It was a vertigo. I had surgery. It was funny at times trying to hit. You'd see a couple of them coming up there. You didn't know which one to swing.
Swinging at one of them, huh?
That's it.
One. Foul back. Now 1-2 on De Aza.
Continually look at this count. 2 strikes, 0-2, 1-2, and that's his success today. Even though he hadn't had his best split, he's gone to other pitches, but he's pitched ahead all day.
Well, the Yankees needed some length out of Kuroda today. His pitch count it's not a perfect situation because by the end of this inning it could be 106 innings, but they have Robertson and Soriano available today.
Well, I think he's got what, 9 strikeouts, Michael?
8 right now.
8.
He did not go according to Timmons. Grounded to first. Nice hop. Teixeira takes it to the bag. 2 away.
Another impressive thing. I mean, you can go through, a series and a team's not hitting well and a guy goes out and shuts him out, and you almost expect it because the team's just not playing well. But, the Chicago White Sox are playing well. They're hitting well. They're scoring runs last couple of days, even coming into this series. So it just shows you that Kuroda, total command of his fastball and his slider today. Once in a while, he'll mix in his splitter. Ouch. Now, Michael, don't ask, because we won't even answer if that was
I don't think so.
What do you think, Paul?
Well, there's 2 outs, nobody on base. It adds up, but sometimes, sometimes it just looks bad and it wasn't intentional. So,
And the manager has to act a little bit. He can shake his head a little bit like, oh.
What'd you do that for, huh? Whoa.
Then when it's followed by that.
Really selling it now, isn't he? Russell Martin got hit in the head with one there. You see that big old mark on his helmet? Wow, that's just a bit outside. I like the sound effects there, Michael. Like it hit an iron post back there.
Now runner in scoring position. Yankees lead 3-0. That's why I always doubt that. I mean, I thought maybe that Jeter was on purpose because he'd just given up a home run. But if you're a Yankee pitcher, it's a 3-0 game. Why would you put a runner on base when you've just retired 15 in a row? I understand protecting your guys, but the first priority is to win the game. So 3-0. Now the guy's at second base.
Yeah, but you've got a pitcher out there that has been total control. Feels like, if I have to do this, I'll get an out.
Pitching right in the meat of their lineup. 3-4 hitters.
And the guy was at the plate who could hit one out. Done it 24 times.
Eric's your captain. You surely protect your captain.
It's amazing what a different pitcher Kuroda is today. It's his slider fastball. Every once in a while he'll try to find that split finger, but really a good job of adjusting to what he has today as a pitcher.
The 2-2.
Right there, that was a slider you're lucky to get back. That didn't have a lot of bite on it, kind of just hung out there. You see Adam Dunn, we talked about it, he doesn't change his swing. That just kind of rolls up there. That's the one that could get hit a long way.
Two.
Oh, good pitch.
Strike 3. So Dunn 125 strikeouts and Corona 9 strikeouts. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees lead this one 3-0. Players would you choose for American League Comeback Player of the Year? And here's how you vote it. 38% say Adam Dunn. Why not? Joe Mauer's had a good year as well. Here's Robinson Cano against Peavy. High drive, right field, fair ball, it's gone. It is gone. See ya. A home run for Cano. His 11th home run in the month of June, and it's a 4-0 Yankee lead.
He must have taken something off this because it looked like Robbie was just a little bit out front, which makes it even a better swing because he does not pull off the ball and absolutely hammers it. It was a fastball. Tell you what, Michael, you said he didn't want June to end. It doesn't have to end. He can just flat out hit.
Let's take a look at the Coors Light Cold Hard Blast.
You don't even have to say anything. You just kind of watch.
Just pretty to watch. He's so balanced up at home plate. Doesn't overswing.
Only Joe Gordon, as a Yankees second baseman, has hit more home runs in a month than Cano. Joe Gordon had 13. I believe that was in 42. And Cano with 11.
I was going to ask you that because I was trying to figure out Gordon. Who's Gordon?
He was my first manager in the big leagues.
Right?
Yeah, up in Kansas City.
You know what I'm always amazed at, and I kind of brought this up during the Cleveland series too. I'm watching you guys watch him swing. and all the guys I work with, the pitchers, the outfielders, the managers, the catchers, you all seem in awe of Robinson Cano's ability. It's just amazing how you guys are amazed by that swing.
Well, the ball jumps off his bat. He does it with less effort.
Yeah.
He doesn't muscle the ball.
It just, I kind of said it day one in here when he hit a ball, and it's just, you can see a lot of things on TV, but you can't see just the grace that somebody, it doesn't measure that. And Robbie Cano just does everything like he's in the backyard just hanging out. There's just a perfect swing. You see him just stay through it.
Gathers on the backside, shifts his weight, keeps the ball fair. It's fun to watch. There's nothing prettier to me in sports than watching a good hitter hit a baseball. I used to love to watch Manley hit, George Brett. When I came up to the big leagues, Carl Yastrzemski, Al Kaline.
Swing and a miss by Teixeira. He's down on strikes.
Ricky Henderson. Winfield used to use a lot of bobby motion, but boy, he could hit.
Look at the name.
Ken Griffey Jr.
That was a nice guy to watch. So is the guy that Robbie just tied, Babe Ruth. So he has had an RBI in 10 straight games against the White Sox. First Yankee to do that since Babe Ruth. Very few pictures you ever see of Babe where he wasn't smiling. I think he had a good time.
You know, if you go around and ask players, if you took like a survey of a player that you would have loved to have met, I guarantee Babe Ruth is on the majority of those ballots. It's just what he did for the game, and you never hear a bad story about him.
I never met him, didn't know the man, obviously, but I love the Babe Ruth candy bar.
Yeah.
The Power Television, Lou, you might get a whole box of them back home.
You know what, Lou? I might. You're going back home to do games. I might just have to sneak down there. I just got a text. We had horrible storms in Cincinnati last night.
Really?
And my daughter texted me that we might not have electricity for 5 or 6 days. And she's all flustered because, what comes to her mind, she can't curl her hair, she can't do all this stuff. What comes to my mind is 97 and there's no air conditioning. So. Can we do a 4-man booth? Has that ever been done?
You know what? We could be the first. It was done in the Naked Gun. Remember, Joyce Brothers was in the booth?
Well, there's 3 to 5 foot chop at the Ohio River.
Yeah. Wow. No electricity for 5 to 7 days.
Fly ball, center field. Piazza is there, and that will do it. So the Yankees lead 4-0, and 3 of the runs came on home runs. Curtis Granderson hit one. Dwayne Wise hit one. He had the other ribby as well. And now Cano. The lefties doing the damage as we go to the 7th. 4-0 Yanks. Dwayne Wise, another good day, an RBI double, solo home run on the heels of 2/3 of an inning of hitless baseball yesterday. Granderson and Cano, each with solo home runs. Kuroda's been the story, though. 9 strikeouts, that's a season high. He's allowed just 2 hits. Both of those hits came in the first inning.
Kuroda has been a fastball slider guy today, and he's really done it as well as he possibly can. He's had a really good fastball. Velocity-wise is up a little bit. He's also getting a lot of movement on it.
You know what happens invariably? These advanced scouts watch Kuroda pitch. They see a devastating split finger. And in the reports, they tell the White Sox hitters, boy, with 2 strikes,
you better look for it.
Yeah.
There, I mean, that's just movement. I mean, that's a fastball on the inner half, but you see it the last 6 inches. It just takes off into the hands of Konerko, causing him to pull him in and pop it up. Just watch at the end at the movement in on that pitch. Just jams Paul Konerko.
Yeah, the pitch has got good life and good finish.
Michael, what's a guy like you do on a summer day in New York after a ball game?
I think that my wife and I are going to go see Ted.
Ted?
The movie.
Yeah.
About the talking teddy bear. Seth MacFarlane.
The one that sits on the couch with all the beautiful women. Is that Ted? That's
right.
the Ted you're talking
right.
about?
Seth MacFarlane, a Family Guy, is the voice of Ted, so it's supposed to be great.
Dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
That's what we do in the Midwest. I thought you had something a little different.
I've got some Midwest sensibilities. Well, what did you think? I was going to go to Studio 54 or something?
Hey, I got a big pregame meal tonight for a little 42 pregame meal. Ready for Old Timers Day. I'm going to miss the cruise tonight, Lou. You're going on.
I'm going on the cruise. I look forward to seeing the Yankee fans. Got my wife and granddaughter here. They're looking forward to it.
You're telling me your wife made the decision.
She makes most of them.
Yeah, well, most of them's good. My wife makes all of them.
Now, Lou, there are fans on that cruise, or is just former players?
No, there's some former players, obviously, but there's some fans and there's some sponsors. The food is wonderful.
Cool.
Nice cruise around Manhattan.
100 pitches for Kuroda. And there's some action in the Yankee bullpen.
So we'll get a full rundown on Ted tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Runner goes. Foul back. Boone Logan and Cody Epley up for the Yankees.
No Dwayne Wise out there today, Mike.
You know, Meredith Marakovitz asked Wise, could you go again today? Because that's who's available. He had not pitched since 10th grade, he told her. And he was just jumped on by his ex-White Sox teammates. They said, couldn't you throw anything but a fastball? But they got him. He came in, got the last 2 outs.
You know, we showed that replay last night, and I had forgotten the play that he made in that no-hitter, 2 outs in the 9th inning. Unbelievable play. He is just defensively done. You know, that one of the better plays in a situation in a perfect game. Tremendous.
In Chicago, that's just known as the catch. You say the catch, and they know what you mean. In fact, I think it's on the top of the wall. It says the catch.
Wow.
Because it wasn't just a no-hitter, it was a perfect game. And to catch it, and to bobble it, and then to grab it while you're falling down and hold on, pretty special.
Full speed into the fence.
Runner goes, swung on and missed. And they will let Rios take second base. You talked about it, Paul. Here is the catch.
Well, I mean, you got to remember there's 1 or 2 outs in the 9th inning. Unbelievable play of a perfect game.
That was the 2nd out of the 9th.
He barely took him out to lunch the next day.
Should take him out to lunch every day. And he was just put in that inning for defense. A lot of managers don't like to change defense in a no-hitter or a perfect game because it's thought of as a jinx. Ramirez takes a strike. Ramirez a .362 hitter this year with runners in scoring position.
You play in any no-hitters?
Yeah. Dave Righetti.
Okay.
Against the Red Sox. I think it was on the 4th of July.
Yep.
You were in the field that day?
I was in the outfield. I was playing left field.
Start getting a little nervous in the 7th. I was lucky enough to be in a couple, and it just starts getting in your mind. There's no doubt about it.
And I've been on the other side of a couple no-hitters too.
Were you in Seattle when Gooden threw a no-hitter against you guys here? Were you managing that?
No, I don't think so.
Because that was
96.
96. Dwight Gooden, and it was on you because you guys were such a great hitting team.
96. I don't remember it.
You see what you black things out, Lou. Every once in a while, when you don't want to remember things, just black them out.
I was managing Seattle in '96.
We'll get a highlight before the game's over just to see if we can jar your memory. I remember there was a pop fly. I think it was a pop fly to either the shortstop or that ended the game.
And the best play was in the first inning. Gerald Williams on a drive to center
Who
field.
wasn't supposed to. Bernie came out at the beginning, or didn't start that day. Gerald makes an unbelievable defensive play in the first inning.
Aren't you one of the few players, Paul, to play in 3 perfect games?
Yeah. And, you know, it's such a funny stat because you really have nothing to do with it. You're out in right field.
Alexi Ramirez strikes out. 11 strikeouts for Hiroki Kuroda. No runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Kuroda has been brilliant. At the end of 6.5 time for the 7th inning stretch, Yankees lead 4-0. But we're going to stay right here and honor America in the Bronx.
And offer a moment of silent prayer as we remember the servicemen and women who are serving our country at home and around the globe. Thank you. Now, join in Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
Second cycle of the season for Hill in Arizona. Dickey picked up his 12th win. The Dodgers are 1-10 in their last 11 games. You saw Aaron Cook pitch a great game in Seattle for the Red Sox, and Carlos Beltran was having a good season for the Cardinals, picked up his 2,000th career hit. Russell Martin grounds one to third. Youkilis across the diamond, one away. Cadillac scoreboard 4-0 Yankees.
It's one of those games, Michael, you don't string along a lot of hits, but you hit a lot of home runs, and right now Kuroda's keeping it up there 4-0. Yankees. That's been a big part of it right here.
How about that homestand for Dwayne Wise? And also, let's be honest, when you're a bench player and you don't play much, it's hard to get spot duty and perform. So the fact that he has seen a lot of at-bats makes him a little bit more dangerous. It almost becomes a catch-22 when you're coming off the bench and you don't play a lot. You have to produce to play more, but it's hard to produce when you don't play a lot.
It's extremely hard. And you know, his interview after the first game of this homestand when he had a big game was just a good thing to hear. You know, he finally he said, I accept I'm a role player. I'm playing behind some superstars that are going to play every day. I get my work in, so when I do get a chance, I'll be ready. And there was no anything in his voice that was saying I should play more or anything like that. And that's important to know where you are on a team and how you can help the team
and how you accept your role. But I'll tell you this: he continues to swing the bat like this, Girardi will find a place for him in the lineup.
As a manager, you ride hot streaks. If you get a hot streak from a guy, you get him there as much as you can and you ride it out.
And another base hit for Wise. He's 3 for 3.
That's a pretty good pitch here. Wise pokes it in the right field. He just stayed with it.
It looked like he busted him in early and he kind of went off speed away.
Here's the pitch here. Yeah, he hooked it.
Change-up grip. Yep, change-up away.
But notice he didn't open his hips. He threw his hands out there, had good plate coverage, and poked it in the right field. It's a good time to put on a hit and run.
Jeter grounds one to Youkilis. 2-away as Wise moves to second. Follow the Yankees with the MLB.com @Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at BAT to 31826 or visit Yankees.com for details.
Hey, see, she's got one of mine's got the Yankee logo on it. So it's a little more special here in Yankee Stadium. Ouch, I just stuck my finger in there. This one's still running.
2 down. That's going to bring up Granderson. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It's been all Yankees 4-0 as Granderson pops it up. De Aza will make the play for the final out of the 7th. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We'll go to the 8th inning. Yankees are trying to keep the White Sox cooled off at 4-0. Using Verizon Fios quantum speed, internet twice as fast as anything America has ever seen. Gavin Floyd goes for the White Sox in the series finale, 6-7, 4.80. Phil Hughes for the Yankees, 8-6, 4.48. Old Timers Day coverage begins at 11 a.m. Ceremonies on the field 11:15, and the game between the Yankees and the White Sox should start right around 2 o'clock tomorrow. Well, Joe Girardi makes the call to the bullpen, brought to you by AT&T. A tremendous performance by Kuroda. Might be his best of the year, as the Yankees will try to get the final 6 outs out of the pen, so they go to David Robertson here in the 8th.
Yeah, Kuroda was extremely impressive. Like Paul's mentioned numerous times, his split finger wasn't his best pitch today, but he had good life on his fastball, and he a pinpoint slider.
There's Tyler Flowers. And this is Robertson's first time on the mound since blowing the save on Thursday. Gave up that home run to Viciedo. 3-run shot.
This is an important game for the Yankees. You know, you lose the first game, and then all the talk has been Sabathia's out, Pettit's out, so you're pitching. But if you look at today, nothing's changed today. You had one of your starters that's hot in there, and he threw the ball well. You've scored some runs.
Yeah, your offense has hit home runs.
Yeah, important day for the Yankees to get out of here with this win. Because again, tomorrow you're kind of in the same situation again, because you're bringing Freddie Garcia pitches tomorrow, right?
No, Phil Hughes.
Oh, Phil Hughes tomorrow. Okay, so
Freddie Garcia on Monday.
You know, you're the days that you're not filling in with starters. I mean, those guys got to have good games, and you got to get wins.
Good pitch.
Strike 3. 12 strikeouts of the White Sox today. 11 by Kuroda, and now this one by Robertson.
Second baseman, Gordon Beckham.
Here is Gordon Beckham. Popped up. Ibanez is there for the second out.
Well, Robertson looked like he has his good stuff tonight. I mean, he gets away with throwing a lot of fastballs because he has a good curveball, but good fastball. Must be really hard to pick up. But you don't see guys get really good swings on him.
I like the fact that even though he gave up the home run the other day, he elevates the fastball too.
About it early, Diaz has offensively, he's had some good swings this series.
Easy 93. When I played, Paul, we used to call that easy cheese.
Yeah, just doesn't look like he's playing catch, and all of a sudden the ball just explodes on you as a hitter.
Pitch is high. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
You see a lot of pitchers, you know, you'll see hits, you can see the catcher's glove move. This is right where Russell Martin wanted it. It set up that pitch inside, and you see not a very good swing. Just got a piece. Other times after a high fastball, you'll see that up and down curveball, just because as a hitter you pick it up high and it ends up breaking. Yeah, I was fortunate to just get a little wood on it.
Yesterday, watching the young kid Warren, we talked about trying to change the eye level of the hitter.
Russell Martin telling Robertson, good job. Both of those curveballs have ended up out of the zone. Nothing that you can handle as a hitter. Doubled up on the curveball. Chances are you'll go back with that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Nice bounce back inning for David Robertson. 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Part of the order, A-Rod, Cano, and Teixeira. (42951) or vote online at yesnetwork.com. Today's candidates are number 1, Hiroki Kuroda, number 2, Robinson Cano, number 3, Curtis Granderson, number 4, Dwayne Wise. Vote now, make your voice heard. Standard text messaging rates apply.
Kuroda was pretty dominant tonight. That'd be hard today. It'd be hard to get away from giving him the player of the game. Not that I'm trying to make the call for you, Michael.
Not me. It's our viewers. Hyundai scoreboard, 4-0 Yankees. Yankees have an interesting decision. It's 4-0 right now. Robertson just pitched a 1-2-3 8th inning. If you look at the Yankee bullpen, there's no action. Now 4-0 means it's not a save situation, so do you want to use Soriano? Now if you don't use Soriano, do you want to use Robertson for 2 innings?
Well, there's nobody warming up. Unless Wise is going to pitch tonight.
Yeah, sure, he's already loose.
Robertson threw just 12 pitches.
Made it look
maybe that
easy.
goes into it.
Made it look very easy.
Jake Peavy's given up 3 home runs, but here he is in the 8th inning, and if he gets out of this inning and the White Sox don't come back, it's a complete game, but another complete game loss for him.
Well, there's always one pitcher on a particular staff that doesn't get the run support that the other pitchers get, and it varies from year to year. Next year, Peavy might get 5, 6, 7 runs to start.
Look at that, 0-3 in his last 3 starts. 2 runs total scored for him by the Sox. Strike 3, A-Rod down looking. So Alex 0 for 4 today. Coming up after the final out, catch the WB Mason postgame as Nancy Newman brings you today's highlights and the latest updates from around baseball. Plus, Meredith Morakovitz is in the clubhouse with a postgame reaction. It's the WB Mason postgame, and it's only on Yes. And here is Robinson Cano. Robinson 2 for 3. Last time up a home run. And a strike.
Talk a tale of two teams here. I mean, you've got Jake Peavy that has not had a win in June, but pitched well. And league leader in everything in the world in June. With one guy wants a month to get over, and one guy wants to just continue to play in June.
Players are superstitious.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I had Alfonso Soriano in Chicago, and if he'd have a month where he wasn't too happy, he says, tomorrow, new month.
Yeah. It's always, you know, it's kind of like that that diet thing. You know, it'll start on Monday. You can't start a diet on any day but Monday, right? So you just you look forward to certain things just to change your goals. Every new month, you know, you have new goals for it.
Fair ball knocked down by Dunn. Flips to Peavy to get Cano for the second out here in the 8th. Get another chance to catch this game and every Yes Network game another time around. If you missed any of the big hits and great plays, just watch the encore later every night or again the next morning at 9. Brought to you by Verizon Fios.
Went home last night, sat down. My wife has some of her old high school friends in town, and sat down and looked up, and there we were again, Mike. Little encore action.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you listen?
I couldn't listen. It was the music was going. You know, when your wife's in the room with a bunch of her old friends, they listen to music.
Also, you didn't have a good enough time live, so you weren't going to relive it. Count 1-1.
Well, he really shows that change, doesn't he? You see that? It's not that 3-phase kind of almost almost.
76 strikes, 31 balls.
You're a pitcher like Peavy, you just have to, you can't get frustrated what's going on. You're getting no wins, you're pitching complete game. You just got to continue to work between your starts and hope that you get on a roll where you knock 3 or 4 wins out.
Strikeout of Teixeira. So the Yankees go down 1-2-3. Who's going to close it out in the 9th? Looks like Robinson. VWDealer.com. By Raymore and Flanagan, furnishing your style with guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less. And by Chrysler, imported from Detroit. So it's not Soriano and it's not Robertson, as Joe Girardi will go to Boone Logan to try to close this out. Logan's pitched very well this year. No longer do they consider him just a specialty lefty guy. He gets everybody out. His 39th game, so they used him a lot. 2-0, 2.57. Less than a hit per inning and 37 strikeouts in 28 innings. Opponents are hitting 223 against him. He's going to face Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko. So you'll see that Girardi brings him in with 2 righties and 1 lefty. And with his stuff, he can get anybody out.
And he reminds me a lot of Thornton over on the other side. Hard thrower. You don't have to worry about matching him up. Obviously, you like to bring him in against lefties, but you're not afraid to let him face righties because he can throw the ball by.
He was with the White Sox a couple of years back. Yankees got him from Atlanta. And he starts off Youkilis with a strike. Youkilis 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Soriano's getting ready just in case. Line drive, boy, they had it played perfectly. How about that scouting report? Right at Cano.
Robbie, that little knuckleball comes. Sometimes a ball's hit so square that it's almost like a knuckleball, and it moves a lot.
So here's Adam Dunn. Dunn is it's a Dunn day. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. And there's a strike. We talk about the walks, the strikeouts. He's also in his career hit 389 home runs. And he has 24 this year.
Just a big man.
He was the first in ballpark in Cincinnati, the first guy when he was with the Cincinnati Reds to completely hit one out of the stadium into the river. So he has power that a lot of people don't possess in this game.
Good pitch by Boone. Breaking ball.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference with him this year. He's got a better breaking ball. He can throw for strikes against lefties. And you're almost doing lefties a favor if you go completely fastballs.
Now, Logan was actually drafted by the White Sox, and that's the first time we saw him coming out of their pen. And has really assumed a greater role with the Yankees this year. Just missed outside.
It's funny, a lot of hitters have a couple strikeouts. You almost go up and start squeezing the bat, thinking, you know, you don't want that hat trick, but Adam Dunn, I don't even think it matters to him. He gets his swings in, he strikes out, he strikes out.
Deep to right. That ball is foul.
Big fella got a pitch he could handle.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
just pulled it foul.
Just come off a little bit.
Oops.
Look
at that body English. Up. Lost a nice souvenir.
3-2. Foul back. 96 miles an hour.
What you want here is make Dunn swing the bat. Certainly don't want a base on balls.
Good pitch.
Did he go? No, he did not, said Tim Timmons, so a walk to Dunn. One more White Sox player gets on and it becomes a safe situation. But before that happens, Joe Girardi's going to go to the bullpen. So Soriano will be coming in to close it out, but he will not be coming in to get a save. We'll see what type of stuff he's bringing to the mound. Annual Old Timers Day special. See your favorite Bombers from the past as they don the pinstripes once again. Then after, the Yankees take on the White Sox in the series finale. It's all going to start tomorrow at 11, only on Yes. So brunch from the Bronx right here on Yes. Rafael Soriano will come in and try to get the final 2 outs. For those unfamiliar, here's the ways you can get a save. You can pitch 3 innings of a win, the last 3 innings. Come in with a 3-run lead to start the 9th inning, or you have to come in with the tying run on deck. So Soriano has great numbers, as you can see, does not qualify for any of those. He's just going to try to close this game out. Logan lost Dunn, and that forced the hand of Girardi to bring in Soriano. Soriano struggled Wednesday against the Indians to close that game. He had pitched 4 times in 5 days. That's why he was not available on that Thursday against the White Sox. And Joe had to manage that game a little bit differently, and it ended up blowing up as Robertson gave up the home run to Viciedo.
Yeah, Soriano threw a lot of pitches that day.
Now you would think bringing in the righty against the righty Konerko would be the right move, and taking out the lefty would be the right move, but Konerko strangely hits .357 against righties and .271 against lefties, which is good for him because there are more righties in baseball than lefties.
Yeah, probably against lefties. Sees the ball a little better and tries to do a little more with it.
Tell you what, though, if you watch Konerko, I mean, his at-bats, they just, it looks like he has a plan. He has an idea of what he wants to do every single time up there, every pitch.
Would Cincinnati get in a trade for Konerko?
I mean, it went to the Dodgers, wasn't it? I'm trying to figure out what it was. What? We came from the Dodgers to Cincinnati, and yeah, I can't remember.
I will tell you in a sec. He was traded by Cincinnati to the White Sox in exchange for Mike Cameron.
Mike Cameron.
center fielder.
Traded by the Dodgers to the Reds with Dennis Reyes for Jeff Shaw. This could be the game. There's one. Ball game's over. Yankees win 4-0. So Soriano gets Konerko to bang in the 6-4-3 double play. And the Yankees snap their mini 2-game losing streak. And Joe Girardi can breathe a sigh of relief thanks to great pitching by Kuroda and power by the Yankee left-handed bats, Granderson, Cano, and Wise. Stick around for the postgame show to find out who's today's Chevy player of the game. Dwayne Wise, 3 more hits, 2 more ribbies, and the lefties went wild against Peavy. Peavy pitched a complete game, but took the loss. First time in his career he's ever lost 4 starts in a row. We've got awards to give out, and then we got the post game after that with Nancy Newman and Mary.